What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show for April 10th. It's a motherfucking Monday. For those about to Ragnarok, we salute you! Have you fucking seen this Thor Ragnarok trailer yet, you pieces of garbage?
Good. Why are you watching this show? Go watch that trailer.
We'll wait. It's a minute and 30 or whatever. We'll wait.
Kevin tells me we can't watch trailers anymore because it gets us the claim.
Oh, the copyright strike.
We get the copyright strike.
Oh, the show doesn't go up on time for everybody.
I'm pretty sure we've just been still watching trailers.
Yeah, but it's that thing of like...
You don't want to make more work for you. You want to go Chipotle.
Here was the unexpected... by the way, I'm one of your hosts, Game Over Greggy. The producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Gotta hydrate, man.
You might say, did I see Nick wearing that shirt yesterday in an Instagram post? You did. Is it a different shirt? Or did Nick not sleep at home last night? We don't know. We don't know.
Got the shirt today, looked at it, still looked fresh, gave it the smell test, and was like...
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I was like...
That's good. That's a clear.
I want to wear this shirt again today.
I'm wearing a dope shirt I bought from San Francisco. One of my new favorite things. Well, I'm cold. I don't want to do it till I'll do the reveal when I'm ready to get up.
Everybody's cold. Let's just turn on the heater.
I'm always cold,
Andy,
though.
Did
you like my Instagram post?
Andy, will you fucking earn your keep around here and turn on the fucking heat?
Andy, take Kevin's pants off.
Jesus! I liked your Instagram post. Of course I did. You kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the thing about Instagram. It's weird to follow people and then when I see their content, not like it. Because why would I be following you? And I do it all the time where I'm like, that was a dumb post. You don't get the heart. You don't get the heart. You don't get the heart.
Did I?
But you got the heart. You got the heart.
Okay.
You got the heart.
Because I get the heart.
Yeah.
Dog. I get the heart.
Yeah.
If I do post on Instagram, which is so few and far in between, I get that heart.
You got to get that heart.
I like it to count.
Yeah, of course. You want to make a big deal
I
out of it.
also, like every once in a while when I'm tired, I just go off of the fucking rails and it just goes like like 2 paragraphs worth of stupid shit.
The heater's broken?
Well, the little the thing that tells you the thermostat just won't turn on. So.
Oh.
Is it because the batteries are dead?
Maybe.
The display was always very light, I noticed.
Yes. So
Very light
we're
display.
changing out the batteries. I'll keep you all informed.
Thank you. Keep me posted on that one.
Great. Now you were in Vancouver this weekend.
So were you.
That's great. How was your trip this weekend?
It was great. No, we got to talk about it. You came up to see Heel Kick.
I did.
Movie I made and co-produced.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it. It was. And I'm not gonna say pleasantly surprised because that would allude to the fact that I had an expectation that an indie film for not a lot of money was supposed to be bad. But
Yeah.
I came up and I was like, this is a really well-made film.
Right.
Really well-made film.
Yeah.
The actors all did a great job. Danny's especially great in it.
Yeah.
I had a great time. And we got to visit Vancouver. And
Yeah.
It was
Visit the best friends. Thank you to all of you who came out. That theater was packed with people in Kind of Funny shirts. We love you. Thank you for all your support.
great meet and greet afterward.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, this is the number one comment I kept getting. People kept going, I'm so sorry about the weather.
Yeah.
Not realizing that we're from a place
San
that has
Francisco.
shitty weather also.
Sure, but it was like freezing rain while
It's
we were
fucking
there.
cold, yeah.
Weather
Yeah,
was pretty
it
good here
cold.
while you guys were gone.
Yeah?
With the exception of Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard like
It was a
rain
little
fire.
rain, but really the only problem was I had to bike in it.
It wasn't terrible, but it's one of those things where what made it worse
Here
was
we go.
the fact,
Here we go, everybody. Strap in, everybody.
and a lot of people gave a shit for this because you don't understand that you're living in the dark ages of
Yep.
Vancouver. You don't get it, okay? We were there. San Francisco 12 years ago, 10 years ago, we were in the dark ages where when a cab would come to pick you up, you would tell him where you wanted to go and he would say, nope, too far.
Which literally
happened to
happened.
us.
Which literally happened.
If Vancouver had a ride-sharing service like Lyft or Uber, it would have been a beautifully pleasant thing because it would have inspired us to go out and be adventurous. My wife and I walked around for our 5 hours in the rain. And then at a certain point, we're like, we're so fucking tired. We want to keep going, but we can't go that much farther because we're not going to be able to get a cab back. We had to walk to another Westin to cab to our Westin that we were staying at. So my point is this. Vancouver, great city, had a great time. It gets a 90% on my scale.
Okay.
Because that 10% is where, if they had Uber, it would have gotten 100%. 100%. Because we would have been gone to the other areas.
Well, we did.
We could have
that
stayed
was
in
the
that
problem.
cool area where
we
where
went
the
to
meat
the
was
we
for a
went to
little
the
bit.
other areas,
Right.
And it was a huge
got
pain in the ass
stuck.
getting back. If you left the hotel and went to the other areas, great. Then trying to get out was 30 minutes of trying to flag down cabs. The cab comes. I tell them where they're going. We won't go that far. People swooping in on my cabs. They got a cab app. It's broken as fuck. It doesn't work.
Fuck yeah. We had a couple
Not a fan.
really nice best friends, some of the best friends out there call us a cab.
Yeah.
Because we didn't understand how that process worked.
And even then, it was a huge fight when like this girl jumped in my cab. I
Yeah.
was like, all right, I'm
You're like, just let her go. I don't want to punch a girl again.
Like,
But you know what I mean? It's like thunder and lightning.
you had a much different vacation with your wife than I did.
No. But other than that, it was great. I really would like to go back to Vancouver. I thought it was great. I'd like to go back when it's sunny and shiny, so I can spend a little time near the bay. Maybe go see some whales.
I went to the
go
bay.
back to that gas town.
It was
area.
very windy and crazy. I
Yeah,
put up an
it was
Instagram
horrible.
post of
It was
it.
horrible.
It almost blew. Genevieve St. Ange. I love my life away. It almost blew her off the thing. Kevin, can you bring that video?
Nah.
Instagram.com/GameOverGoogie, please.
I'm on it.
Thanks, Big Kev Dog. But it was a lovely time. Good. It was good to see the kind of funny best friends out there. Always happy to hang out with them. And that's why I like going to places we don't normally go to. The next Heel Kick movie is going to be, or next screening is over in Toronto. I want to say May 13th.
Okay.
That sounds maybe incorrect though. You can check heelkickmovie.com. I won't be at that one. And then they announced at this screening that they are trying to get a theater for Kind of Funny Live 2. Friday of Kind of Funny Live 2, June 2nd. They would try to do a screening here in San Francisco. More details on that if Danny can pull it out. But he's trying his best. Hard for him to do. Kev, how's that thing coming?
It's going.
I have no visual on what you're doing.
Yeah, we're looking at Hotline Miami right now.
You guys gotta tell me shit like
Mr.
that.
Shifty. So the audience is seeing how windy it is right there.
Yeah.
You can see this French-Canadian
Why is there
girl
no
getting
audio?
blown away. Huh?
Freaking me out. There's no audio.
There is audio. Click on it.
Here.
Yeah.
It's on the wrong input, I think.
For those about to Ragnarok, we salute you.
Which is hilarious because we could be singing the Immigrant song, because that's actually in the trailer.
Sure. This is how windy it was there. Look at this little French-Canadian trying not to get blown away.
Poor Jed. Look at you with your cool new North. You're such a NorCal guy now. You have a North
Got that
Face
North Face jacket and the North Face windbreaker.
Finally, after 12 years of living here, you got a fucking North Face jacket.
Alright, so.
Thank you, Kev.
That
Thanks,
was
Big
great,
Kev
guys.
Dog.
That was great, everyone.
Apparently, I said Kinda Funny Live 2 instead of Kinda Funny Live 3, and the chat would like to eat me alive for that. So go fuck yourself, everybody who's
You
doing
were
that.
freezing.
Oh, Greg!
right, go.
Can we order beeps now?
Fuck yourself. Well, first off, we're gonna try to order beeps. You know what's gonna happen.
They're gonna cancel us.
busy. We can't
I don't understand how pickles work. Ooh, what's a pickle?
Remember when that time we were like, dude, where's the pickles? It's like, I just fucking face blew up. We were like,
We fucking
that's
domed 'em.
fucking thunder and lightning, dude. Thunder, lightning.
All right, now we got a lot of news to do today. And when I say a lot, honestly, not that much.
No.
But we need to work as a community here. You know what? I always talk about it. Kind of funny. We want to be the best community on the internet. We're doing pretty fucking good at it. You're the community 2017. We already hired 2 of you.
We're jacking it out.
Jet lag?
We're jacking it out.
Oh, we're jacking it out. Here's what we need to do. A man came into our lives this year,
Yeah.
and that man's name was Chad. He's a
Yeah.
Piranha Plant puppet.
Yeah.
We love him very much.
It's beautiful.
Chad has changed Kind of Funny for the better, I think, in a lot of ways.
He's really become the standout talent of Kind of Funny.
He
if
definitely,
I'm being 100% honest.
he definitely is the one. You want to go to Chad's one?
Yeah, give Chad the one.
Chad doesn't have a one.
That's
Chad,
why I
this
was
is
putting him
Chad's
over.
one
I was
now.
putting him over Nick. So don't go to my one yet, because this is actually good. Now here's what I'm talking about. What we need, we're gonna need the community's help.
Oh man, you guys, we're
Because I went to the PO box, and I met this man. Now one of our audience members sent in this man. Now the thing about this guy, he was sent with a very nice little letter from Amazon, and the letter explained his name. And this man's name was explained, his role in Kind of Funny. I believe he's in. I can't say that because I need. Here's the thing: you left a nice note in your Amazon package.
Yeah.
Somehow between the post office and home, lost.
Gone.
The note.
Okay.
So I don't remember who sent this man in.
Okay.
I don't remember what his name is. I
wanna-
do remember his profession. So if you either tweet at me or message us on Twitch or something, probably just tweet at me will be easier. The story about, I'll know the profession. You can't guess it, you'll never guess it. So don't try, everybody. And then
Taxidermist.
you'll tell, damn it. No. But we got, we now have
Can
this.
I name him? Can I
No.
throw out a name?
Here, you get 24 hours, person who sent in this
Okay.
elephant with X eyes, whatever the hell it is, to try to tell us what's going on with this person. If you're in the chat, go ahead and shout it out as well. But I understand.
He looks
understand.
like a moblin.
I
get that
don't like
reference.
this
You don't like this guy?
elephant guy at all. No. He's not up to the construction quality of.
Sure, Chad is definitely on another level.
Chad is.
Did this person
Perfect.
make this out? This.
No, this is a purchase from Amazon. I just tore off the tag and threw it on the ground. I
Dude,
think.
there's a tag like right on it though.
I'm saying our hand puppets should be at a higher standard. And
Can't
if
leave
anyone makes hand puppets and want to send us a hand puppet of one of us, you know, go for it.
Send me a life-size Kevin puppet so I can finally put my arm up it, and then I'll bongo it.
You can't bongo my likeness. That's illegal.
Bongo the hell whatever I want to bongo.
Oh my god. The chat cracks me up is all. So we have this thing now, another puppet. Chad's friend, who has a name as well.
I'm gonna name it if you're not. I'm gonna name it in 5 minutes if we don't.
5 minutes, huh?
Yeah. I really want to call
So
him.
if you are in the chat, person who sent this in, I'm looking through the chats. Shout out the name, what his profession is, and that would be it.
I really want to call him Falafel.
Oh,
Falafel's what you want to do.
That's an awful name.
Why falafel?
Because he looks like a falafel.
I don't know. I guess I don't know what a falafel is.
I don't think I know what a falafel is.
You guys know what a falafel is? Like that brown little ball of deliciousness.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking it was like a euro.
Yeah, no.
So those have falafels in
Sometimes.
them.
Oh, throw me some falafels up on the big
I just
screen.
think Falafel the elephant's a funny name.
Falafel the elephant?
Chad and Falafel. We'll let the chat name him.
No, there's a person who spent money and
Dambo.
did this. They sent money. They sent him in. We need to know what's going on. That's what falafels are too, by the way. If you didn't know.
Shawarma.
It's chickpeas. Gross.
Yeah, chickpeas.
It is
Gross. You don't like beans.
Gross.
But
I don't
you
like beans.
falafels, right?
I do like falafel, all right.
So chickpeas.
But I'm never gonna go order falafel.
But you'd order a euro with some falafels in that bitch.
Probably, I guess, yeah.
Shit, should we get euros?
All right, nobody's in there shouting out the right thing. If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kinda Funny Morning Show each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames. We come to you with the nerdy news you need to know about before jumping in the chat to answer your questions, comments, and concerns. In between those two segments, I reach into the internet, grab a video game, toss it to one of you, and you all enjoy it. There's multiple ways to win. I'll cover it later. Remember, we're going to answer your questions, comments, and concerns after that. Remember, if you ever missed this show live, it posts on youtube.com/kindafunny and podcast services around the globe shortly thereafter. First story, Kevin, is not what you have up. There we go. The Thor trailer's out.
It's awesome.
Tim Gettys, this is what I was driving at earlier. In an unexpected twist of fate,
Yes.
Colin Moriarty leaves, goes off, Colin Last Stand, incredibly successful. We all go, all right, great. There's no more adults here. It's just gonna be whatever the fuck happens, right? Tim somehow steps up and becomes the father figure of like, well, don't watch trailers on the show. They might get copyright striked, and Kevin will have to re-edit the show, and then that kills everything.
We're all running around like little rascals.
Yeah.
You know?
He's having no fun.
Just drawing on the fucking walls with the crayons. And
So-
like this. Hey, get off my lawn.
So the Thor Ragnarok teaser trailer got released. I say teaser trailer because, of course, this morning I saw it, quote tweeted and said, man, now that's a trailer. And some fucking pencil-pushing asshole out there tweets back, well, actually, it's just a teaser. It's a teaser trailer. It fucking counts.
Let me put it this way. There's no difference between a teaser and a trailer. If you're showing images from the upcoming movie, it's a fucking trailer.
I feel like a teaser, right, would be
It's an image.
Remember the original
15 seconds.
Remember Spider-Man, Sam Raimi, #1, where they webbed the helicopter between the Trade Center?
Yes.
That's a teaser. That wasn't from the movie. Well, maybe it would have been in the end. But
It was supposed to be from the
Was
movie.
it?
Yeah,
No, fuck,
unfortunately,
no,
until 10 or 11 happened.
Yeah, okay.
They had to go back and reshoot the movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, Thor Ragnarok teaser trailer's out. I thought it was fucking insanely awesome.
It's
Nick,
really cool looking.
I'm so into this.
It's funny because I remember seeing, I want to say Planet Hulk was the animated movie that this
Yeah.
is quasi based off of, which
Well,
I
it's
assume
based-
is based off of some comics.
Comics, yeah.
I don't need to read, I watch.
Okay, whatever.
I liked Planet Hulk. I was like, this is a cool concept, but didn't necessarily resonate for me. And
Okay.
I think this is a slightly different direction they're going to take with it. I
Yeah.
think it's fucking cool.
Sure. No,
I
it
think
looks
it's really
awesome,
cool.
right? Basing it around this and like this is already. I think here's the thing about Thor in his first two movies that I liked them fine.
I like
they were
Thor movies.
fine movies.
Sure.
But I always liked Thor more in the Avengers.
Yeah.
When he was being a little more fun, he's a little more
He's a
grounded or
goofball.
whatever. And like in this, it seems like that's what we're getting already
Yeah.
with the whole like, I know him from work.
He's
We
a
know each other
worker."
from work. So funny. I got that whole congested
He's a
thing still happening.
friend. We know each other from
When
work.
he cheers and everybody else just stares
I
at
was
him.
like, what? Awesome. This trailer has three things going for it.
Sure.
One, we're looking at it right there. Number one thing, probably far and away the best thing, Chris Hemsworth's triceps.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. I love that they figured out a way to shave his head so he doesn't have to have the long hair the entire time. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know that was a pain in the ass for him to grow that out. Because I remember in the first Thor he had extensions and everyone gave him shit for it.
Yeah.
So he grew it out and then he was like, fuck, I have to have long hair forever now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm always working
Yeah,
on
I'm Thor forever.
Thor
Yeah, yeah.
forever. So I love that they did this for him. Two, Kate Blanchett, I believe, is in it.
You
Is
haven't checked
correct?
that yet, huh?
Let's check it.
I'm on it. You keep
Check
going.
it. I think that's her.
Fairly
looks
certain it
fantastic. And three, probably more important than the triceps. No, more important than Kate Blanchett, but less important than the triceps.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum is the bad guy.
It is Kate Blanchett. for
And
sure.
Jeff Goldblum was probably like this. I don't want to have to get in any prosthetics. Can you just paint my lip a little bit? Can that just be? Can that be my character? That was a little Shatner for you, unfortunately too. It's
So we're showing you the poster here. I'm sure you've seen the trailer
You've seen the
already.
trailer.
If you
Everyone's
haven't,
seen the trailer.
you can
We
go to
haven't,
anybody's
watch it.
Twitter. It's all over the place.
It's so good.
So good. And that was the thing when they originally announced that it was. They're not even announced, I guess. When they rumored it was going to be this like buddy cop 80s flick kind of thing, I was like, that sounds amazing. Make that happen. And like we still don't have confirmation if that's really the thrust of this movie. But even what we saw right there, that's the tone I want.
Right.
That is. I love the fucking 80s like graphic package for Ragnarok.
For no reason. I love that too. They were like this. That's like, you could tell whoever was doing the graphics was like, either it's the same team working on Guardians, or they looked at that and they were like, that's really cool. It makes no sense for us. Guardians, it makes sense because we're all the throwback to all the amazing 80s music when he grew up. This makes no sense, but it's a fucking cool style. Can we just ape it?
Yeah.
Can we just take it? And so
Go for it.
And
Fuck
Kevin Feige is like, sure, take it.
I mean, it's just
Doesn't
such a
matter.
great idea of like, this is what's great about the Marvel movies now is the fact that as somebody who is always like, I like Marvel movies, I enjoy what I see, but they all are very boilerplate for the most part.
Sure.
To let them start going in all the different directions
why
and do
not?
crazy ass shit.
Well, they're like this. We made so much money. We
Well,
never
we can-
have to worry about this
Yeah, yeah.
ever again. And we've got Star Wars. So
We have to worry about
let's take
this.
some chances. Well, that's also that's the great part about the Thor property though, is because you can screw around with that a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is one of those. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Actually, no. That's a wrong turn of phrase for it, but it's kind of an opportunity in disguise because it's not the most beloved of all the franchises.
Yeah.
Like, I like Thor because I love the chemistry between Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman. I thought that was really good in the first film. I thought they did something fun in the second film as well. I like Tom Hiddleston as Loki, but it's not Iron Man, right? It's not the coveted like Marvel franchise.
Yeah, yeah.
So have some fun with it.
Well,
right?
Iron Man wasn't
And
even coveted, right, for a long time.
unfortunately, they've kind of. They haven't been able to hit it out of the park with the Hulk movie either. So
Yeah.
I think the Hulk is one of those characters that's perfectly utilized like this, where like you can't really make a really good standalone Hulk movie because the character itself is so flawed that's hard to make him the protagonist.
Yeah.
But
Have him in this as a side
team him
carry
up with
Buttercup.
Thor,
Yeah.
who in Thor is like.
Because I'm
you
so
know,
excited
my
to
God.
see what it's like for Banner in this.
Yeah.
Like, right? Is he ever not Hulk in this world?
I feel
or-
like he's always going to be Hulk.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're whatever that control mechanism. Like I think in the movie they had like he had like a collar or something like that kept his powers lower.
Oh, in Planet Hulk,
And
you're talking
Planet
about.
Hulk,
Yeah.
So I don't know how it was in the comic books, but I'm sure that's going to be the same way here because why not? I want to
yeah.
see him standing next to the Hulk the entire time. And I don't know if you know this or not, they have the technology to do that now. They can just put him in there. They do this whole cool thing with green in the background and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, green screen.
Yeah,
I've
that's what
heard
it's
of
called.
green screen.
I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
if that's the actual
Zordon,
official.
do you know about green screen?
He leans back. That's the problem.
He
It takes
does
him a
this thing.
good
Well, now
5
you
minutes
saw
to
him
lean
do it. It's like,
forward.
oh, fuck, I didn't think it is.
This is not green screen, so no.
Really? There's not a green screen behind you right now?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck
behind
you.
me.
Painted it. Nailed it. Over
You
the
can, you can barely tell everywhere.
Why'd you curse me? Why'd you curse me?
I'm gonna go.
Zordon, no! Don't forsake us! Ah! Oh my God!
We salute you! Anyway, that's really cool. I was not excited about Ragnarok until this morning.
Really?
Yeah, here's why.
I was excited as soon as I heard the thrust of it, and then to see the trailer now and they're actually delivering on it. Yeah.
Seeing this trailer, seeing the tone, seeing them have fun with it, I think it's gonna be really cool. And also I forget the name of the director, but he's the guy that did What We Do in the Shadows, and he is fucking hilarious.
awesome.
So
Wait, the guy who did the vampire movie?
yeah, he was
Oh,
in
wow.
it, and he also directed. His name's that starts with a T. I can't remember, but he's awesome. So I'm excited for it.
I can't wait.
Can you hand me that roll of toilet paper, please?
Sure. What are you gonna do with it?
I blocked my nose.
Jesus.
It's cold, and my nose is.
I didn't know we could do that on the show.
I mean,
I'm
we're
gonna
not
blow
really
my
supposed
nose.
to, but
Who cares?
Oh, that's where the.
Are you ready for the shirt reveal?
give it to me.
New San Francisco shirt. I'm excited for it. I tried to buy it with Jen. Love my life. A few weeks ago, but it was sold out. Here you go.
Shit.
You like that?
Oh, that's fun. I get it because we have a really cool, iconic bridge here.
Yeah.
And because Trump wants to build walls and
Yeah.
keep people away, but we want to build bridges so people can come into our country,
Exactly.
in and out.
I want to build sky bridges. I want to get that rainbow bridge from Thor, bring it in that way.
That's a fun bridge.
No, that bridge is done.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
they
Next
fucked up
is the
that.
one everybody on the internet's talking about. Have you seen this yet? The United
No,
flight?
I have
All right,
not seen
so we're
this.
gonna watch this video, Kev.
Yep.
If you want to prep it. So the idea here is that
gross.
we don't like United.
We don't dislike United.
Nah,
We just had a lot of bad experiences on United, so I don't like United. I don't like
United in
United.
Central Time.
United in Central Time, kind of
Central
funny
Time.
enemies.
And now Vancouver not having Uber.
So
That's top
that
of the
is the
list.
big one. That is the big one. Kevin, there might be an ad on
You
this
don't have
video, so
Uber,
if
you
you want
don't
to play
have
it just to get through it.
No Uber, no me.
The idea here is, okay, there was not, of course, on yours. You're using all your crazy technology. So I'm not going to read the article. You can get it anywhere. We're going to watch the video, though. The thrust here, Nick Scarpino, is that United overbooks this flight, as they often do. You've been there.
Yeah,
can anybody delay their flight? We're going to give you a voucher. We're going to do all this different
200
shit.
seats on this plane. We've booked 215 because we're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they do here is, though, they get everybody boarded on the plane. And then they're like, hey, everybody, we still need 4 of you to get the fuck off this plane. We need to get the another flight crew on this plane and get them to Louisville.
Yeah.
Louisville, sorry. And they're like, okay, 3 people get off. No 4th person gets off. So, or no, that's not even correct. I'm sorry. So the way it goes is, I guess I should have just read the story. The way it goes is,
let's read it.
All right, fine. Well, now I gotta do this. Let's just watch the video of the man getting pulled off the fucking thing.
Well, no, I want to know the story.
Okay, fine. All right, here comes the story. A video posted on Facebook late Sunday evening shows a passenger on a United Airlines flight from Chicago to Louisville being forcibly removed from the plane before takeoff at O'Hare International Airport. The video, posted by somebody you don't know, is taken from an aisle seat on a commercial. We're about to watch it. United spokesperson confirmed in an email that the passenger had been taken off the flight. Flight 3411 from Chicago to Louisville was overbooked, the spokesperson said. After our team looked for volunteers, one customer refused to leave the aircraft See, they're not even telling you the story. The idea here is the fact that nobody wanted to get off the plane. So when you go
forcibly made someone
when you go through procedure at United, right, it then goes, okay, we have to go to the computer and it will randomly pick the 4 people that need to get the fuck off the plane.
Jesus.
And so the first 3 people leave the plane no problem. 4th guy's like, I'm not fucking leaving, I paid for the seat. Now, the thing is, I don't know if this is the article that goes into it. I was reading one of them on the net today. That if you go into, like, you know how you're always like, I agree to these terms when you buy your ticket?
Yeah.
That it's like a 37-page, 48-page document.
Sure.
And on page 35, it's like, if this situation happens, the computer randomly picks going from the least status group of passengers to, like, so if you're first class, you're fine. If you're gold, you're gonna be fine. If you're whatever, it's like the people who bought their tickets with nothing and, you know, got in there and got their thing. So now let's watch the video of this man, because this man number 4, not gonna get off the fucking plane.
Are you fucking kidding me, United? Are you fucking kidding me? I would be like, I want off this fucking plane right now. I'm not flying this airline ever again. What the fuck did they do to this guy? They knocked him out?
No, his glasses are fucked up. This isn't even a good one. I'm trying to find you a better one. There's a better angle I saw this
I
morning.
think he's just going limp.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened too.
Alright, well that's...
Yeah, that was a shitty action.
I would sue the fuck out of you.
Well, you assume, right? That's what's going to happen.
Oh, you're getting the fuck suit out of you. And fuck United. God.
All right, yeah, Kevin, I'm going to toss you a better one that I'd seen earlier this morning. All right?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm putting it right under United sucks. There you go. It's bold. CBS News. Yeah, and this is like, what was interesting, I woke up this morning and I saw these people tweeting about like, oh man, it's going to be tough to be United's PR person. And they were still talking about the leggings. It's going to, go up.
The guy was wearing leggings.
Go up? Okay.
Hold on. Is this not it?
No, that is not it.
Alright.
Go to the top. There you go.
There it is. Sorry.
It's okay. I know, I was trying to tell you it was going to load. No. A couple weeks ago, they wouldn't let these girls board because they were in leggings. They said it wasn't like the right clothes. It was too revealing. And now these Chicago police officers grabbed this fucking dude.
What, did they knock him out?
No, I think he just goes limp.
They fucking busted his lip?
Well, I mean, like, if you look, if you want to replay it, Kev, like, he's got the middle armrest down. Like, they twist him around. Watch his, like, fucking legs get caught underneath it and shit. Like, that's not, like...
Christ. You fucking assholes. Ask for another volunteer, you fucking shitheads. What a fucked up thing to do to someone. Fuck you, United.
Big Kurt says his head hit the armrest.
Of course it did, because they fucking yanked him out of his seat like assholes.
Vermillion Scott, who's a random guy dragging him. What I've heard is it's cops. So I think he's probably...
I mean, those are police officers.
Well, the guy in the back has a police thing. The guy in the other is a plainclothes officer, I assume. Maybe even air marshal. I don't know.
I'm sure he's... just the guy who's like this. This sucks. Yeah. This sucks. I am not in a situation that I'm happy here.
Here's what I'll say. obviously this sucks. I've always said fuck United. They're terrible.
Yeah, they're fucking terrible. Fuck you, United.
The thing about this, though, hats off, number one, to the guy, number four, for being like, no.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if the flight attendant came to me and was like, you need to get off this plane, I'd be like, no. And she's like, no, semantically you do. Here's the fucking terms of service agreement you bought. I'd be like, this is garbage. And I probably would have gotten up. So I'm like, oh, fuck you guys. You know what I mean? And then I would have tweeted about it. And it wouldn't have been a big thing.
Right.
More proud of this guy for sitting there, I guess. For being like, no, I'm not doing this. Even when the cops show up. Like, no, I paid for my ticket, blah, blah, blah. Because he doesn't, from him screaming there and not raising his voice, from what we see in the video, raising his voice before getting dragged off, seems like a mild-mannered individual. Especially not screaming in the aisleway. I would have been like, you're all compliant! You're witnesses! Witness me! Put it all in the face! I'd be like,
you would have gotten 20,000
I would have been going nuclear. Like, game over, Greggy!
I would not have handled this situation.
Follow my journey to hell!
Kudos to that guy, because I would have been like this. Oh, fuck, these are cops.
Yeah.
And this is bad. I would not have handled it well.
I'm also super interested in the fact that nobody else on the plane was like, you know what, fuck it, all right, I'll get off. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I understand planting your feet. I'm gonna do this.
Well, look, it's this. Sure, you signed up to play devil's advocate. You signed up. You signed the terms of agreement. Legally, they probably have the opportunity to do this to you. But the fact of the matter is this: I have never fucking been on a Virgin flight where they have asked anyone to get off the fucking plane or have to tell their ticket or anything like that. Never done it on an American. Never seen an Alaskan, and we take a lot of fucking flights. United's shitty ass policies and dipshit fucking attitudes toward their customers. It's insulting. They treat you like shit on this airline because they are the biggest airline in the fucking United States.
Sure.
It's plain and simple. And they oversell all their fucking flights. Fuck you. You got to get your fucking employees from one area to the other. Fuck you. You clearly don't care about the people taking your clients on these fucking planes.
Sure.
You don't care about your customers. So why the fuck should we care about
The big thing is, too, when they were talking about it was the fact that regulation should have stopped him from ever getting on the plane. You're not supposed to board the plane and then be like, all right, no, we're overbooked. 4 of you have to leave. Yeah. This should have been something handled at the gate so you don't have to force me.
No shit. So you don't have to drag a dude you just fucking punched in the face off the plane.
The original article I read this morning didn't have this information, chat calling it out, and now this updated CBS Chicago one, or just CBS News, has more information from Chicago. I'm just going to read it now because this is a better one than one we read before. A man traveling on United Airlines flight 3411 from Chicago to Louisville was forcibly removed when the flight was oversold Sunday night, CBS DFW reports. According to reports, the Chicago to Louisville flight was oversold and several passengers were chosen at random to be bumped from the flight, including the man and his wife. Passenger, who tweeted the video of the incident, said that security pulled the man, who says he's a doctor, from his chair after he refused to leave the aircraft. Quote, the doctor needed to work at the hospital the next day, so he refused to volunteer. United decided to use force on the doctor, the poster said. A security pulled the man from there, the doctor's face was slammed against an armrest, causing serious bleeding from his mouth. Security detailed and driver. And here's where it gets really fucked up. This is where it gets fucked up. Is that the United Airlines spokesman says the United Airlines employees were following the right procedures when they called police who dragged the man off the plane. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing is, like, United's not like, this is a sticky situation, like, there's a lot of complications. They're like, no, this is it. It's by the book.
Maybe we just go, hey, this guy really doesn't want to get off the plane. Maybe we just say, sorry, guys, one person's saying, like, maybe the flight needs to fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? But people in the chat are saying this, and I totally agree with this. Overbooking a flight should be illegal. I don't understand why that's not. I don't understand why it's not illegal for the airline to go, we're going to book an extra 5 seats on this plane just for shits and giggles, right? That's absurd. That's an absurd legality that they're skating around.
As someone who flies a lot, myself and you included, is the fact that I think you could get away with, I mean, granted, we're not business people, we don't run the airlines or whatever. I feel like you could get away with not overbooking the flights if you made more people aware of how standby works. The amount of times, on the flight to Vancouver, I had a connection, and I landed early. I looked over, there was a flight getting ready to go to Vancouver an hour and a half earlier than mine. So I just walked over and I'm like, can I get on this plane? And they're like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? And then, but if they weren't, they could put me on standby and I could wait and I could do this. Overbooking is because you're going to lose whatever it is, 5 or 10% of your passengers aren't going to show up for that flight. They're going to oversleep, they're going to change their plans, they're going to do this.
But they still charge you for that. Do you understand?
Yeah,
it's not like if you don't show up for a flight, the doctor's like, it's like a doctor's office like, oh shit, someone didn't show up today. I'm out of fucking the $300 I would have charged the insurance company for this person showing up. You still get charged for that ticket. And if you want to change it, they charge you a fucking again to change it. Yeah. So they're making double the money on these flights. This is an insidious practice, right? It's the same bullshit as, remember 10 years ago after when they started charging for all this new shit because quote-unquote gas prices were too fucking much? Fuel was too much.
Prices went down, they never
Prices
stopped.
went down, still, we don't get a free bag anymore, right? And so this is that kind of bullshit that we just all as a society let fly. When we all think, and I shit you not, every time I just took United, it was a perfectly fine flight back from Vancouver. I'm not shitting on them all the time, but more often than not, I hear, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually overbooked in this flight. We're looking for passengers who want to take the next flight for a fucking either free flight somewhere that has all these fucking restrictions on it. You probably can't use it anyway. And it's like, why don't we, as the general plane-going public, boo the shit out of them when they do this bullshit, right? Like, it's bullshit.
No, I know.
And it's not, and it sucks because what you end up doing is going, I have sympathy for this poor person who's working for United because they're just doing their job. But that's not an excuse. If you're just doing your fucking job and you're still an asshole, like you're basically perpetuating the assholeness of the situation. Sorry, you're gonna get my wrath. And I have fucking yelled at United people, customer service before, so, Never at Virgin, no. Never in Alaska yet. So we'll see.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Put in another tweet. Thank you, chat, for throwing this out. There's another Twitter video of this. Holy Jesus God. We got to hear this with sound, Kev.
Oh, Christ.
This is the doctor with his, or doctor, I'm saying in quotes because I don't know if that's confirmed yet. The man who got dragged off, bleeding from the mouth, telling people his story on the plane.
Kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Kill me. Just kill me. Kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Kill me.
Just kill me, I think.
Or they hit me?
They'll kill me. They'll kill me. Play it again.
What flight is he on this?
Kill me. Just kill me. Kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me.
Sounds like they'll kill me, yeah. I think that's still the same flight. It looks like he's like, at the barrier of first class to steerage.
Grabbing on.
Yeah.
Fuck, this guy is champion, my friend. I want to know his name. I think we should set up a fucking fund for his legal fees.
I mean, like, this man is flying everywhere for free. Fucking, if you are Virgin America, Alaska, American, whoever the fuck, you're like, hey.
This guy gets a free first class
here's
flight
your ticket everywhere for free.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
This guy's a champion right now. This guy is a goddamn hero, as far as I'm concerned. It's such bullshit. Their policies are such. It's just insidious.
This morning, United put out this. The CEO of United, Oscar Munoz, says, "This is an upsetting event to all of us here at United. I apologize for having to reaccommodate these customers. Our team is moving with a sense of urgency to work with the authorities and conduct our own detailed review of what happened. We are also reaching out to this passenger to talk directly to him and further address and resolve this situation."
To which he's going to reply, "Talk to my fucking hand first, and then my lawyer, because he's going to sue you, motherfuckers." Now the sad thing is, United doesn't care. He's gonna sue him. He's gonna probably get
I feel like they must. They have to care.
But it doesn't matter. He's gonna get money from them. He's gonna get a couple $1 million from them probably, or some sort of settlement because he got attacked by a fucking police officer at their behest, right? No matter what, even if it was within their policy, it doesn't matter. They're gonna pay him out. They're gonna settle, and then we're all gonna forget about this because we all want to get from point A to point B.
Well, that's the problem with airlines, right?
And the fucking airlines, and United is the biggest airline, and they fly everywhere, and it sucks. I would love to fly Virgin or now Alaska everywhere, but they just don't go everywhere. Yeah. And so that's the shittiest thing. And I don't feel like paying $700 when they have a $500 flight.
Right here.
But like old Colin Moriarty used to say,
"What's that?
Fucking vote with your wallet."
That's why.
So
that's a great point. Doing that. That's why I avoid United like the plague.
$200 for me to walk by the United terminal and go like this. Fuck you people and your shitty policies. Yep. Give me a free goddamn bag. Although they do have this nice little savory.
It's King James now says, "Nick, you're right. United's stock price is up today." Any publicity, right, Kevin? Whatever. Fucking goddamn it. Next story comes from IGN.com. Over there, Matt Porter says, "Nintendo Direct for upcoming Switch games coming this week." And then he says, "Throw your arms up for Splatoon 2. All right, Matt, come on now. Nintendo will be showing off ARMS in Splatoon 2 for Nintendo Switch during a Nintendo Direct presentation this week. A press release says that while the two first-party Switch games will be the focus, the broadcast will feature information about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS games. The Direct will take place on Wednesday, April 12th at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. ET, 11 p.m. BST, or 8 a.m. AEST on April 13th. And you can watch by tuning into the official website. Interesting. I'm sure it's just going to be mainly those games, and then here's a couple indies. Maybe a few more release dates for those nindies we had seen. Remember, of course, I was playing Mr. Shifty before this. Got the hiccups now. That's coming out April 13th. Everybody should check that out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't listen to any of that story. I was just talking to people in the chat.
I understand. You're still very fired up. A lot of people in the chat were like, this is the most angry I've ever seen Nick Scarpino.
You don't understand. You guys, there's two things that fucking girds my loin. I don't know if that's the proper term for this.
I mean...
Gets my dick.
Whoa!
Give me the one again. Airlines that treat customers like we should be beholden to them because they're giving us this amazing fucking service when in reality they couldn't exist without us. That pisses me off. Namely United, because I've had nothing, like, the only negative interactions I've ever had with airlines has been through United, spoilers, and two, people in the service industry that don't understand the proper steps of service, because I used to serve food for 5 years, and I understand that. So if you're one of these two people, watch out, because Uncle Nicky's coming for you, and I'm going to be inside you soon.
Andy, I just got molested. You were a witness. Witness me!
How are we feeling about the heater?
It's performance art. It's hot as shit in here now.
Okay, cool.
But it's up to you. I'm getting fired up, though.
No, I can turn it off. No, yeah,
Get out of
I'm
here.
getting fired.
I'm
Just get
fired
out
up,
of here,
dog.
Andy, before it gets you.
So I've been trying to log into my fucking Nintendo account
Uh-huh.
for the last 25 minutes, and I can't.
Funny thing, this show's been happening for the last 25 minutes.
Huh. Weird.
Weird.
All right, Tom G.
I can do two things.
1013 says, Frog the elephant is good at stats, statistics, and anything that deals with numbers, so he's an accountant, lol. This man is for sure an accountant. I remember being in the description of this puppet.
Yeah.
So I guess he is Frog the elephant?
Frog
But I don't
the
know if
elephant.
Tom G submitted Frog the elephant, or...
I hate Frog the elephant. Can we destroy him? I can't. This isn't.
First up,
I don't like my haircut.
I like your
No,
haircut.
you're
I think
crazy.
it
It
was awesome.
looks
There's
great.
just too much body in the top, and
No,
it's just...
That's the point.
My head looks very tall for
at mine.
But like that
I'll
makes
do
it slims you down.
No, it makes it look like it's a very smart haircut.
No.
It looks good. You don't look like a journalist from 1976 anymore. It looks good.
You also don't look 12. You look
I
like
definitely look
16.
12. I don't like how I look at all today.
You look great.
I don't like
In
the
any
fact that
way.
you're out of focus.
In
but
any
it
way.
doesn't matter.
Well, that's because he moved.
Because Kevin, of course, knows that during the show we stand completely still and never move.
Nick?
So why don't we just get it right on the same point?
Nick,
We've talked about these.
yeah, last week you said it was totally fine and that we could tell you guys just to stay in your range.
I did not say
You
that.
definitely did. Oh
No,
my
I did
God.
not. I literally said you cannot
Nick,
tell
you're all
talent to stay in a
worked up.
range. In fact, I think
Nick,
we have actual footage
you're
of me
all worked
saying,
up. You
make
said
sure
it
the
like 2
iris
weeks
doesn't go
ago.
below a 2, the f-stop below a 2, because then that's 2 depth of field.
Yeah, no, it's at 2.5.
Yeah, but it should be fine. Give me the 1.
No.
Give me the 1.
No!
Yeah, it's fine. It's a little bit bad, but whatever. You can go 3 on this. The thing is, the thing is about these lenses is that you're gonna have more depth of field on them anyway because they're longer lenses. So you can go up to like a 3 or 4 on these and it's still gonna look fine. It's this one that's hard because of this one we don't keep that.
Let's check in on the tips. Over on the tips, Trish Pink says, shout out to Kevin for being, in my opinion, the kind of funny voice of reason. That cannot be true.
To who?
The voice of reason. Kevin's the voice of reason at Kind of Funny.
Kevin is sometimes the voice of reason, but he's also sometimes the voice of sheer lunacy.
It's true. Look at that fucking face. What is wrong? What? Oh, you're trying to shake
Tim!
yourself?
Chipotle!
I thought they want to do beeps. You're against the beeps
Just
now?
push Chipotle because I want a fountain beverage.
Oh, okay. Spasm
Yeah, go
Gasm
do it.
440 says, paying my birthday tax to a few fine gentlemen and Nick. Keep fucking those bongos.
No.
In your mouth. Kevin, go put us in your mouth. I was just saying, they want beeps, but I'm pushing Chipotle.
Oh, I'm down Chipotle.
Okay, then you need to go to Chipotle. Andy will be like we'll be like two parents that got divorced, and Andy can choose which one he wants to come with today.
Yeah.
No, we all know now we're going to go to Chipotle.
Cincy Boiler gave us an incredibly healthy tip and says, what's up, guys? Long time no tip. Greg, may I suggest for a future KF barbecue, you try out beef ribs. I got the day off and made myself some, and they're awesome. Okay.
Appreciate that.
They're really big.
They are really, I know, they look like the
Yeah.
ribs from like Flintstones.
It looks like it's going to be a lot more work. That's the only reason I haven't gotten them. I
Sure.
think they're like double the price too.
Fuck, I love those barbecue days. I gotta be
Yeah.
honest with you guys.
Really?
This is one of the best things we've done.
That
When
makes
are we
me
doing
really
barbecue
happy.
day this week?
Can you look in the calendar? We can set it down. We can tell the kids in advance. We don't usually do that.
Don't the kids really care?
No, I think they'd care.
Again, it's like Batgirl. If the barbecue grill rolls across, remember? That means it's a barbecue day.
I mean, I feel like if it was Thursday,
Friday
work.
is
Oh,
my
yeah.
dream someday.
But I have
You got
Anna
something there.
Sale coming in to do my Game Over Greggy
But
show
maybe
exclusive.
Anna likes barbecue.
yeah. You ever think about
We're gonna be on a tight schedule with her. She's got to get back to her baby. So we're not barbecuing that day.
Ooh, maybe the baby likes barbecue.
Baby's not coming with us.
Baby's not gonna be here?
No.
Because I was thinking, she brings the baby, you bring Portillo. We see if there's a connection there between the
Oh
two.
sure. Well, maybe the baby rides.
Because they have the
If
same
there
level of
isn't-
intellect at this point.
If there isn't, we have them fight to the death.
No, that's not true either.
I think Portillo loses that fight 9 out of 10.
Without Parole Game says, hey, Greg and Nick, your PSVR best friends over at youtube.com/without parole games need some kind of funny best friend love. That's youtube.com/without parole games. Go check on them, see what they're up to.
He's just a dude in prison playing. He's like,
I started watching last night. I wanted something. I played a lot of Persona. I came home, played Persona, of course, as you do, right?
Yeah.
Enjoyed myself.
you do.
Then,
As one does, I guess.
as you do.
'Cause I don't.
Then I was like, I want to watch something before bed.
Yeah.
And I put on, I want to say Captured is what it's called. This Netflix original.
Okay.
It's a documentary series where everyone is a different, like, the first one is like an hour or 15 about like these prison guards who got captured in the prison they were working at or whatever during a riot. And it's like real footage mixed with reenactments and all stuff. And like, there's like 7 episodes or something.
I've scrolled past that. It's like, yeah, it's these real stories of people who have been like kidnapped or captured.
yeah.
Is it crazy?
Yeah, it's super depressing.
Yeah, I
but
don't
it was
wanna
like
watch
very
it.
interesting. Yeah, but as soon as I started, I was like, oh, this is a
It's like
mistake.
I was kidnapped by a Mexican drug cartel.
People are
It's
getting
fuck,
killed.
that's
They're like,
terrifying.
oh, gosh, ooh, no thank you.
I watched 3 hours of The Walking Dead yesterday because my wife was like this.
Gotta catch up.
I'm just gonna put something on real quick. She put it on. I was like, no, all right, fine, I'll watch it.
Here we are. Here's something I want to talk to you about.
Sure.
How do you feel about this? So, Captured.
Yeah.
Kevin, can I get a fact check on that? The show's called Captured, by the way.
I think you're right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Netflix Captured. Put that in there. Original documentary series. Thanks.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
What really not irked me, but I found interesting and I didn't like was the juxtaposition of they have the warden who wasn't. He was not there.
I think it's captive.
Captive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin.
It was happening. It was Easter Sunday, so he was at a friend's house having dinner or whatever, and then this whole riot broke out. They captured all these people. They talked to the hostages that are still alive. And only one's died so far. Spoilers. And I was too tired. I fell asleep.
Okay.
They talked to one of the widow of the guy who got killed or whatever. They have all these people who are like involved in on that level, but then they also talk to prisoners. Both there's one guy who was like the leader of the Muslim faction that did this or whatever, and he's still in prison. They do it through video conferencing. They talk to another guy through video, but then they talk to 2 ex-cons who are out now about it, and like they're still really angry. And like and granted, they're back in that mindset of they didn't like that the warden was cracking down on this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But they're talking to them, I'm like, and don't get me wrong, like, they're not necessarily guys who murdered anybody. They don't say they are, you know what I
Sure.
mean? Like, and there's like a lot of, like, it's
They did their
hundreds
time.
of people
Yeah,
who
they
went
did their
fucking
time.
crazy.
Sure.
But it's them talking to them like, it's weird to hear it from the horse's mouth kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you were there and they're like, we were scared because this is happening, but I'm like, you were also acting a fool and tearing the place apart and doing all this shit. And I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel like that now you're in this thing next to the woman whose husband got killed. It's like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about this.
That's interesting, but it does bring up the question of what is real documentary filmmaking, right? Because I think that the term of like documenting something has been shifted a little bit, thanks to your Michael Moores and people like that.
Morgan Spurlock.
Morgan Spurlock. Well, those are people who have a clear agenda.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to go in and document this. Like, for instance, I like Morgan Spurlock. I think he's awesome. But I think he's better at being a personality than he is actually being a documentarian.
Sure.
Right. Super Size Me is a very interesting. If you take that as a very interesting example, where his whole point in doing that documentary was to prove that fast food is bad for you. Right. But he could have chosen things to eat that were healthy at these places and not like I think that he had an agenda behind it. I think he proved
100%.
that agenda, but that was not necessarily documenting the good and the bad side of fast food, right? This at least is showing kind of both sides. It's showing that it's, you know what I mean? Like there is,
And I'm not saying they shouldn't be there. It's just weird. It's very jarring of these horrible stories and this horrible footage, and then like people who were there being horrible. Like, don't get me wrong. Like they're talking to a couple guys, and not all the guys, where I kind of get it. Where like one guy who was like, he went to buy weed, and his friend was like, hey, like they're making a bunch of sack lunches. Like they're gonna be on lockdown soon. He's like, well, give me 2 bags of weed then, so I can be fine. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's a murderer too, and I don't know. But he talks in a way of like, if I'm in that situation, I'm in jail. I'm just getting my drugs or whatever the fuck it is, and then people start rioting. Like it's not like I can shut my door and be like, it's all on you guys. Like
Right.
I understand that like now it's out there, and they're talking about how like everybody, it was all up for grabs. Anybody could get killed in any second, especially when there's all these factions and da-da-da. It's like, it's terrifying to think about at every level, but it was weird. It was jarring to see it be like, I'm one of the guys, I couldn't imagine the PTSD I would have from the stories they're telling of like, fucking sitting there blindfold. They put them into prison guys' clothes so they wouldn't be able to tell from the outside, and like sitting there blindfold, and like one guy just with a bat, just like a aluminum softball bat, just banging on the floor like for hours on end of like, if they fucking come in here, if they try to take us, I'm fucking,
back to your head.
I'm killing you. And then to be there and like, I'm gonna give this interview about it, and then I'm gonna watch one of the fucking guys who was somehow involved in the riot, whether he was, a fucking really into it guy or really out, but like I could not even fucking fathom that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Walani?
Yeah. We'll give the Walani badge.
Papa Marmalade gave us a tip and said, I was stuck working on Vancouver Island all weekend. I'm super bummed I missed you guys. So close yet so far. We're bummed we miss you, but thank you for everybody who came out to Vancouver to support us. Loser7787, love you guys. Would mean the world to get a plug. Next Generation is a gaming/comedy podcast, facebook.com/Next Generation Podcast, and game news now in short gaming videos at facebook.com/Game News Now. There you go. What's Jesus Christ Now?
Just catching up on the San Bernardino shooting today.
I didn't know there was a shooting today.
I guess there is. San Bernardino school shooting, 2 adults dead in classroom, 2 students hospitalized at an elementary school.
Jesus. Well, get the, now that you brought it up, get the information.
Yeah, I'll get the information.
Portillo's Dead Eye says, hey guys, I'm running, and somebody pointed out earlier, it sounds like I'm about to cry all the time. I just have this congestion. I can't breathe easily. So
Also, sometimes when he tries to hock a loogie, he throws up. It's not
That's true. I did do that on Friday.
Oh God, why?
I can't hock a loogie. I can't do that. And so like when I have that phlegm, well, it's that phlegm and it's right there. I was like, I'm gonna try, and I did it, and then I threw up a little in the sink. But it's just water.
Okay.
Portillo's Dead Eye says, hey guys, I'm running Amsterdam Marathon to raise awareness for terminally ill kids. Would appreciate any donations. Kinda funny. I'll spam this in the chat for you real quick. Running, nope, well, I'm not chat time. Here we go. Running charity. There you go, in the chat for you. Mr. Yasman 300. Did you guys saw Deadpool musical fan film? Holy shit, is that a sentence? Greg, did you play Drawn to Death and Parappa the Rapper? Also, what are your expectations for Patapon? Also, I'm sick of Kev Dog do some bongos. And he puts in a YouTube link there. I don't know if it's a fun clip. Haven't seen the Deadpool fan musical thing. Haven't played Drawn to Death or Parappa because Persona's here and I can't fucking focus on anything else. Except Mr. Shifty now because I got a Switch game and Mario Kart's coming. And then expectations for Patapon, I just hope they don't fuck it up. Just don't fuck it up. Make Patapon awesome. Make Patapon great again. Pocket Knife Bill says, hey guys, I emailed Kevin with the subject line, podcast/let's play questions. I just want to make sure you got it. I'd like for you to look it over. Email starts with a C and it's Gmail. Thanks, guys. Kevin, did you get that?
Yes, I did.
All right, cool.
I thought I responded to that, but it did not.
Lurk T says, since PS I Love You XOXO is still on hiatus and Love and Sex Stuff is on a break, you guys should combine them to make PS I Love Sex Stuff XXX. That's crazy. Fargo Brady 45. $5 isn't enough to express how awesome you are. My wife and I are splitting and the custody battle is getting ugly. Also, my mom was just diagnosed with thyroid cancer. You're getting me through a lot. That's what we're here for. Sorry to hear about all the information. Don't worry, you can weather the storm. As Tim McGraw said, if you're going through hell, keep on going. Not 100% sure that's a Tim McGraw song that said that. I can sing all the lyrics for you, but I can't. Kevin, can I get a fact check?
Type in Tim
It might be
McGraw,
Rodney Harrison.
and then type in Backstreet Boys and see what happens.
Hold on,
this
I'm gonna do
story
it.
sucks.
What do you want me, I don't know what you want me to look up for this.
Really? That's how, you don't understand how Google works.
I don't even remember the quote, Greg.
Tim
You're
McGraw.
a fucking idiot.
You know how
If
many
you're
shit you
going through hell,
just
if
fucking
you're-
spill out of
It
your
is
mouth?
Rodney Atkins. I was right on the second time. If you're going through hell, keep on. Now, Andy, you came from Austin. You love country music like me, right?
No.
Andy, don't turn your back on Texas.
Speaking the truth. The truth.
Final tip, I'm gonna call him. White Bishop says, hey guys, sorry about your Vancouver cab experience. I saw you two trying to get a cab from the Rio and thought to offer you a ride, but decided to not be creepy and intrusive. I was wrong, so here's $5. You were wrong? No, it's fine.
it's
Don't
fine.
worry
We
about it.
appreciate that.
Don't punish yourself. We've called tips. No more tips. I'm hiding tips, opening subs. Let's finish off the goddamn stories. Man, there are a lot of stories still. Should not have done that. Over at IGN.com, Joe Scrabble says Uncharted: The Lost Legacy could be 10 hours long. It sounds like Naughty Dog isn't skimping. I'm sorry, Joe Scrabble is a made-up name, of course. Isn't skimping on upcoming standalone story DLC Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, with the original pitches for the expansion coming in at around 10 hours long. Speaking to IB Times, Naughty Dog Director of Communications Arnie Meyer, he says Mayer, but that's not Arnie's last name, explained that the studio had been asked whether it would make a single-player expansion for Uncharted, blah, blah, blah. He said, quote, "There's no way we could sort of constrict or restrain ourselves, and that's exactly what's happening here. When we were doing story pitches, we were coming up with a game that would be over 10 hours long, and we suddenly realized everything we said was true, and we couldn't keep it short. So that's why this is standalone, not technically DLC. It's its own little game. Everybody get out there and enjoy yourself." Now I'm doing that thing where I question myself. No, they didn't spell Arnie's name wrong. Just making sure. You know what I mean?
Solely about the United story, sorry.
Don't think about the United story.
This angers me.
Don't do it! Next story comes from GameSpot.com. Over there is another quick one. Eddie says The Last of Us 2 adds Westworld actor. The Last of Us Part 2 has multiple connections to Westworld. The game's story is being co-written by Westworld writer Haley Gross, and now we've learned that an actress from the show is in the game. Shannon Woodward, who plays Elsie in Westworld, has a role in The Last of Us Part 2. She announced on Twitter with a nice picture of herself and game director Neil Druckmann. There it is.
Druckmann, that beard is on point.
I know.
Son.
I'm embarrassingly overexcited to be here because I'm peaking. Neil Druckmann is letting me act in Last of Us Part 2. Good job, Shannon Woodward. I liked her a lot in Westworld.
Yeah, she was great.
I'm excited to see
Or
what her role
great,
is.
depending on how caught up you are in Westworld.
I mean, you could have just left it. Now you fucked it up. Now you fucked it for people. You fucked people.
We talked about this story last week.
Did we?
Yeah, heavily.
Why didn't you stop me?
Oh, I don't know. You were going so well.
Also, you weren't. Yeah, you weren't.
What?
Also, he got out to do something else like he does 90% of the time.
Did you talk about how big Mario Kart is?
No.
Over at GameSpot, Oscar says Mario Kart 8 Deluxe file size revealed. Everyone knows I can't wait for this. It's coming out April 28th, day after my birthday.
It looks great.
It is 6.75 gigabytes. 6.75 GBs. If you like Mario Kart and you're buying it on the 28th, remember, I am streaming it all afternoon for my birthday. You can play here with us, playing with the Twitch subs. I think I put it down for 12:30 to 5 or whatever, something like that. Right after the morning show, we'll get into. There's Chad out there rocking it. We'll be playing with subs, we'll be doing Grand Prix, but more importantly, I will be 1v1 Zyger. Sean Pitts has bet $50 that Zyger can beat me. That is a fool's bet. I will get Sean Pitts' money, and I will spend it on Kev.
The thing about this,
Really?
all evidence
I'm gonna buy
points-
food with the problem.
all evidence about you points to the contrary, but you're actually really talented.
How does evidence?
When it comes
How does the evidence point?
because you're totally most of the time you're just what's a nice way to put this?
Oh, no nice way to
No, I got nothing.
All right,
Let's just move on.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna beat the shit out of Zyger though, take Sean Pitts' money, and then continue to play all day with you. So April 28th, I can't wait. I hope I get that game soon.
Is that how we start? Beating the shit out of Zyger?
Yeah, I think so, probably, right?
Okay.
Or maybe like no,
wanna
yeah,
build up to
probably.
it?
We usually let people build, but no, we'll be ready. I guess it actually depends
much
on Zyger's
practice?
cowardly schedule too.
How much practice have you had?
Well, I mean, I played enough of 8, but I'm hoping I get the Switch version soon. We should get it for review soon, and then I'll really put in some time, and then I'll really crush Zyger. You're going down, Zyger, and it's not even really about you, Zyger. It's more about Sean Pitts not having any faith in me and me needing to take his money and waste it on Kevin.
Again, going back to it, Kevin giving one. It's because you're such a joker all the time, I guess is the right way to do it. You joke around, it's all about shenanigans with you, that I really feel like people don't get how adept you are at gaming. That was actually something that the first time I challenged you to a game that I realized. That's why I know that I'm
It sounded like we were going to a compliment, and now here's the negatives.
the true champion, because a champion can overcome anything. You're actually not bad at games. You're just not as good as me by a wide margin.
Gotcha. You put in, thank you very much, the KTLA story here about the school shooting. Not much more right now known other than the headline. So 2 adults dead in a classroom, 2 students hospitalized in a possible murder-suicide.
Yeah, not much more here. It's unfortunate. It sucks.
Of course.
So
Yeah, just a shout out to that as that's breaking news while we're doing this or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be more information on that. And it's not really nerdy news, but we want to make sure we're not ignoring the real news as well. The real things that are happening in our world. So that's no good. Transitioning back to our dumb stuff. If you didn't know, this is the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, we come to you with the nerdy news you need to know about before jumping into the chat to answer your questions, comments, and concerns in between those two segments. I reach in the internet, grab a video game, toss it to one of you. How do you win the game? It's simple. Be in the chat like you are right now, or amplify your ways to win with 3 other ways that also benefit you if you're one of the people watching or listening later, either on youtube.com/kindoffunny or podcast services where the Kind of Funny Morning Show is posted, and we'd really like you to go subscribe, like, leave a review if you're doing it on iTunes. The 3 other ways are simple. You can be a Twitch sub, which automatically enters you to win every giveaway we do on Twitch. It gives you the cool logo next to your name. It gives you private chat time with us. It lets you play multiplayer games like that there Mario Kart coming up, and it gives you the show ad-free unless we bake them in, which we're about to do. Also though, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime gives you a free subscription here on Twitch each and every month that you need to do every month. Otherwise, they don't do it and they don't give you that money. And don't you want to take some of Amazon's money and give it to us? Or somebody else. Alfredo does stuff too, I guess. Whatever. Britt, Kitty, there's other people you can go to. Or you can go be on patreon.com/kindoffunny or patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. At the $2 level, you are automatically entered to win every giveaway we do. You don't need to be here right now. Today, we're giving away 3 days before it's released. Mr. Shifty on PC. I was playing it earlier on Switch like a real person would, but a lot of you are PC dorks out there. However, this giveaway is brought to you by Movement Watches. That's MVMT Watches. I'm gonna take a sip here real quick, and I'm gonna do this ad. You ready?
Yeah. We look good today, by the way. The haircuts are
I don't
working.
like how I look.
You should like change.
Movement Watches was founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank. The watchmaker's goal is to change the way consumers think about fashion by offering high-quality, minimalist products at revolutionary prices. With over 1 million watches sold to customers in more than 160 countries around the world, Movement Watches has solidified itself as the world's fastest-growing watch company. Movement watches start at just $95. At a department store, you're looking at $400 to $500. Movement figured out that by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retailer markup, providing the best possible price. Classic design, quality construction, and stylized minimalism. Over 1 million watches sold in 160 countries. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movementwatches.com/KFMS. Again, it's movement, MVMTwatches.com/KFMS for 15% off. Join the movement. Today, we're giving Mr. Shifty away, random number generator says, to someone in the Twitch chat. So now I gotta go over here now. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to enter anything in the Twitch chat for the record. I just gotta go over, randomly number generate who it's going to.
Beep boop bop boop.
Beep boop beep beep boop boop beep beep boop boop boop.
We are idiots today.
We're idiots every day, you know
We
that.
really are.
And the winner is just_Cobb. Just_Cobb. You have won Mr. Shifty on the PC. Enjoy that, motherfucker. I'm Twitch messaging you right now. Nick, read some questions or whatever from the chat. While
Queue up your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. I will be reading them. We'll do the old Colin Moriarty 3 for 3. Chatterbait is my new go-to. Says Stark my balls.
Chatterbait?
Yeah.
What's that?
If I'm not mistaken, it is a like one of those porno chat things. You can watch girls like jacking. I don't know. I've heard of the term. What is Chatterbait?
I don't know. I've never heard of it before.
Frog and Bullfish 89 says, Nick, how much do you curl and press? I don't really do a lot of heavy weightlifting these days. I'm just getting.
Oh, I
back
thought you
into
meant
it.
your hair.
So I think I generally curl. No, I don't even know. I wouldn't even be able to tell you accurate numbers at this point. Most of the stuff I do is like full body workout stuff. So
Tom G 1013 is saying that yes, he is the man who sent in Frog the Elephant.
okay.
We get rid of it.
Hi, Greg and Nick. Is the battery on the Nintendo Switch removable? I see some videos and pictures of Switch bending because of the battery and that heat and the heat.
I do not
never
think it
seen
is.
that,
It does
no.
not have a removable battery.
I doubt it, and
to
it's
my knowledge.
unfortunate too because the battery life is the least good part of that console.
Have you ever seen it bend?
No, but I'm also not out there looking for it.
I mean, we saw iPhones bend a long time ago. Remember that dude got the
people were
iPhone
just-
7 was like, look at the iPhone bending.
Well, yeah, that
You
just
just bent
turns
it.
out that like all phones snap in half if you bend them because they're so wide now.
I guess. I mean, it's just I guess the side effect of having a fucking phone the size of a plasma TV. But don't complain.
Tom G
Falafel.
1013 says this is Frog the Elephant. He's good at stats and statistics and anything else that has numbers.
So he's our new accountant.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Chad our legal department now? Because Kevin's tired of being legal and HR.
Well, which do you want to give up, Kevin? Do you want to give up legal or do you want to give up HR?
I'm gonna get rid of both of those guys now.
So Chad's both those now. He's legal and HR.
No, I'm getting rid of Chad the elephant.
You're not getting rid of Chad.
Now, we'll see.
Chad's gotten us through a lot of dark times. Mario 1, Mario 2. Fuck you, Kevin.
Let me see if I can do a voice for Frog the elephant.
Gonna be creepy.
I'm Frog the elephant.
Nope.
I don't know how to run a morning show. Sometimes I get up.
Oh, what the fuck, man? I look away for 2 minutes.
You haven't been looking up for quite a while. God, why can't I breathe?
Taylor CF says, Nick, did you hear about the UFC disaster this past weekend? I did not. I was off. I was with my wife, so I was not checking a lot of social media all weekend. What happened? Let me know.
Everybody wants you to watch Legion still.
Watch Legion. I'm trying. Nick said
Are you
butthole,
trying?
Butthole. Well, it's in the. Oh,
You
I'm
know
gonna
it's
watch
there.
something. Maybe I should try watching this Legion thing. Yeah. I pray to God Nick's wife watches this show sometimes. She does not. She will never watch this show. She does not like or dislike anything we do. She's neutral. She's Switzerland on all this occasion. Guys, I spent years of my life on this. Trial and error, trial and error. I can't figure it out. Could someone please tell me how the freaking 3 seashells work? Demolition Man, in case you need the reference.
No, we know Demolition Man.
Yeah, you don't have to fucking...
Did anyone ever explain it?
No.
Was there? And I don't mean
there's
in
no
the movie.
explanation
I mean
for it.
in the internet. Somebody has to have it on the internet.
No, there's no explanation for it.
There's
It's just a joke.
No good one.
No, it's just a joke. It was a joke. Nick, 13 Reasons Why on Netflix is legit. We have it queued up. We will be watching that soon. Nick, did you finish One Punch Man? I did finish One Punch Man. Oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good. That is one of those shows that I wish I had waited 5 years to watch so that I could watch 5 other seasons of it. Because I don't know if they're making a new season or not, but I want more One Punch Man. I need it, and I need it now. It's arguably one of the best anime shows I've ever watched in my entire life. If you haven't seen it, take your computer right now that you're watching this on, or your phone, close it and or shut it off, and throw it against the fucking wall and go watch Netflix right now because it's so good.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's really good.
Sandra Bullock on the red carpet of Gravity told MTV News' Josh Horowitz about the 3 seashells. She said, quote, think of a bidet, right? There's several processes.
I'll have to think
You
about
have number 1, you have number 2, and then you have cleanup.
So number 1's for pee-pee, number 2's for poop.
No, I think it's that you go 1, 2, and then 3.
What do you need the 1 for? It's usually just poop, clean up, and then hose that thing off like it's a wet elephant.
Sure, but there's no bidet, so you're just using the seashells now. So you're scraping the crap off of your asshole.
With a seashell?
3
Yeah, you
times.
scrape it off with your asshole and then use the other 2 to scrape the shit off the seashells. They're disgusting.
At what
Oh, I
point
thought
do
it
you
was
use-
3 shells. I thought it was all the shells were hitting your butt, and then you're washing the shells or something.
At what point do you use the bidet?
You don't. This is
Well,
like the
I don't
bidet.
want to live in that future. I know it's all Taco Bell that has it going for it, but I have to have a bidet in the future.
Well, yeah.
I have to hold
especially
on to
with
something.
all Taco Bell.
And that thing that I look forward to most in life is the one day where, when unanimously we all just agree that the bidet is a technology that we need to utilize
I agree.
in America.
That was one of my first Game Over Greggy Show topics that we needed to do that.
The bidet is delicious. Nope. Nobody ever said that water isn't used, though, says GFox247. That's true.
Good point.
That is true. Very true. Water towel air dry is what not... What are you reading?
This fucking image. Jonna Jew sent in the image here, yeah, of what it is.
Disposal of all
show
3
this?
seashells in the toilet.
Oh my god.
I don't know if we can show this, but
No,
this is
do not
fucking
show
hilarious.
this. Do not show this. I'll put it in the chat for you.
Gently pull the feces to remove them from your poster. That is amazing. That is amazing. Important. God, Demolition Man was a great movie.
Luker8125. Greg, do you ever feel bad for not playing games you've bought? I bought Mass Effect, but I have no urge to play it. Yeah, I do. I feel it's, usually we get them for free, obviously, as part of the review and all that jazz. But like, I see stuff on there all the time. And like when I went to GameSpot last week and did the Mass Effect stream, it was like, man, I like Mass Effect. I do want to get back to this, but when the fuck am I gonna get back to it? Persona's a fucking second job. 20 hours into that game, haven't done fucking anything. Got to keep going. Want to get my experience? And I got fucking Mr. Shifty here. I'm about to get Mario Kart. You kidding me with the Mario Kart? But I see that, and then I have so many. I still have Walking Dead episode 3 to play. There's too much happening. Too many games. Not enough time. What we need is the government to say, here is a week of paid vacation for everybody. Just go do, just go do whatever you want to do.
Or you could run your own business and just be like, guys, I'm not coming in for a week.
Yeah, that doesn't go over well when there's just the 3 of us.
We can do whatever we want.
I know we could, but yeah. Ryan Santilli says, does Greg actively read any Marvel comics? Yes, no. Like, I'm a DC guy. I keep up to date with DC. I really like Tom Taylor. So All New Wolverine, I had been reading, but then I had stopped and I let a whole bunch backlog. And then last night on the plane, I crushed that. God, is that a fucking great series. I like Spider-Gwen, but it's the same deal where I was keeping up with it and then I let them all fill, and then this whole Miles Morales relationship thing started. So I went and read those. I cherry-picked and read those at the end, and then I need to get to the middle still. So yes, no.
What's going on with Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen?
Oh, they were hooking up for that.
Wait, isn't he like 12?
They were kissing and stuff. Well, she's young too.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. They're in the
she's
same
like
age bracket.
16.
Whatever, he's not that young.
12.
Then they went to another. They had a parallel dimension thing.
Yeah.
Where they had gotten married and they had kids and stuff. And Spider-Ham was there.
Was he cool?
Yeah. That's my one problem with Spider-Gwen too, and then just Marvel. Well, not Marvel in general. Spider-Gwen. We got too much with the alternate dimensions and stuff. Can we let's just keep it?
Didn't they fix that already?
I mean, this is the problem with Marvel Comics. As someone who reads 2, maybe 3 series regularly, I can't fucking keep up. I don't know, because everything's a crossover. There's a million different things happening. It's like I was telling you this morning. Caught up on All New Wolverine. You mentioned Old Man Logan.
Yep.
Excuse me. Old Man Logan, currently in the Marvel continuity, was introduced to me in All New Wolverine. Not a great explanation of where he came from. You know what I mean?
Was it called Convergence?
X-23 is like, oh, that's not our Logan. He's from the future, a different dimension, or whatever. And I was just like, well, what?
Shit, I raised you, and he's like, well, it's a different X-23.
Yeah, I understand that point, but it wasn't explained to me where he came from, how this came, why I should care about this guy.
I think that was a big thing. Now all universes have been mixed.
Well, I understand, but that's the fucking problem. Is that how would I know that only reading one book? And this is why crossovers are fucking dumb. Crossover comics are fucking stupid. Same thing with a lot of DC comics I was catching up on. Like, get out of here. Stop trying to shove this shit in here. Tom G 1013 says, kind of funny games. If you don't like Frog, you can cut his ears off, sew them back as wings, and you guys have yourselves a Watto puppet. Now that might be an idea.
Not a bad idea. It's not a bad.
We have to cut these things off too, right?
Tusks?
He didn't have.
Keep them on.
Did he have tusks?
No one remembers.
He had teeth. You want me to get it?
I got it.
You're wired in.
I know.
Oh, he's falling.
Couple toys fell there.
Yep.
No, he had some. Yeah, he had teeth. He had teeth.
Yeah, it's fine. They look exactly like them.
Okay.
Nearly identical.
We'll think about it. We will think about it. Jump back on him.
I just kind of think that the elephant brings down the level of
Puppetry we have going on
Yeah.
here? Gotcha. I understand. Joshua 3099. Would you guys do a Telltale Walking Dead Season 3 spoiler reacts once it's finished? Doubtful. I'm the only one really playing it actively. I guess I could do my own thing. We could do like a book club thing. I always like doing those. We haven't done one of those in a long time. We could figure that out. Maybe we do that. Yeah, okay. Maybe, yeah, okay, for you we will. There it is done. You just made content for us. Good job. Maybe. Joey Noel set it up.
That
What?
poor girl.
What?
She just randomly has to be watching this shit.
Yeah.
And now she's like, is that serious? Is that a
That
thing?
is a serious thing. Of course, we don't know the release date for episode 5, so what are we going to worry about? We'll do it where we do it. We'll all play it on Tuesday night whenever it comes out, and then we'll do it on Wednesday. Book it! Mr. Penguin Von Penguin says, Nick, I passed along your message to United over Twitter.
Thank you.
See how that goes for you.
Jesus Christ.
All your freaking flyer miles out the goddamn
I
window.
don't really fucking care.
Still looking. What was the UFC disaster?
It was. I'm assuming they're talking about the Chris Weidman Musasi fight. Apparently, I'm reading it up right now. Apparently, there's an illegal knee thrown, and they went to an instant replay. But since it's in New York, the New York State Athletic Commission rules do not allow for the use of instant replay. Nor have I ever actually seen an instant replay ever been done in the UFC. So apparently, Weidman thought I thought I was going to win because of the illegal knee. Weidman said at the post-fight press conference. Then they looked at the replay and see the legal knee, but in the state of New York, you're not allowed to look, so there's no replays. It's a crappy situation. I guess he lost the fight because.
So you're saying he threw an illegal knee? He threw a knee. They said illegal. They wanted to review it but couldn't review it, so he lost the match because of that.
I think I'm trying to figure out what happened. I think Musasi threw the knee.
Joey Noel says, "What happens if I miss a Kind of Funny morning show? You're fired."
Oh Lord.
There are dozens of people who would love to watch this show nonstop for me to shout out their name and say what to do.
I don't think we feel comfortable making those sort of statements. Joey,
Kevin, the same goes for you.
As the legal team,
I thought you gave all those rights to the puppets.
No, I said I was going to throw those puppets away. Those are garbage puppets now. As the legal team and the HR department, you're not allowed to say that. And Joey, you're not even allowed to hear that. I'm so sorry.
The Decider 2016 says, Greg, love hearing you talk comics. Any way there will be a comic book show. Tim and I talk about that all the time. I want to make it happen. But as you may know, Tim's no fun. What?
Yeah, that sucks.
Is that what happened?
Threw an illegal knee. Weidman thought he was going to win because he got hit by the illegal knee. And was like, cool, this is disqualification. They're going to disqualify him because he threw that. They went to the replay. You're not allowed to go to the replay. Came back and said, we're not allowed to go to the replay. We're bringing this back. The guy that, quote unquote, threw the knee wins. You lose. So he's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh.
So it's a weird, very bad situation.
So New York is just like, nah, replays are bullshit.
I guess in fighting they are anyway. I didn't even know they had replays in UFC. I don't think I've ever seen that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Jumping into subscriber-only mode. You excited to see Fast and Furious this week?
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, happy Fast and Furious week, everyone.
Yeah, Thursday. Thursday night we're going to go see it, come back and react to it.
Send some sweet, nasty love
to The Rock.
To The Rock right now.
Right.
From us.
From Kind of Funny.
Tell him we're looking forward to see him swole as shit in Fast and Furious. Fate of the Furious this week. It's going to be great. God bless that man. God bless him.
God bless The Rock.
God bless him.
B22Ja. Greg or Nick, will you ever do a Game Over Greggy Show topic about which are your favorite scary movies of all time?
Sure.
I feel like we've done stuff like that before.
We have. I'm not hugely into scary movies, so I feel like it's going to be the usual suspects.
I would like to wait. Well, I guess we kind of did it. I was going to say, wait, when we bring Rosenbaum back,
sure.
We talked about Return of the Living Dead with him, but it wasn't like a topic.
Yeah.
We should do that. Yeah, get into like really what our favorite horror movies are. But also let me know if that's it. Mr. Penguin Von Penguin says, I bet Zyger is going to throw an illegal knee at Greg and try to win at Mario Kart. We allow replays here. Don't worry. He ain't going to get me.
I don't think we have that technology.
Last Geek Play says, Polygon says Fast and Furious isn't very good, but I'm still looking forward to it. Spoilers, those movies don't traditionally review well. That's not why you go see them. You go see them because they're awesome and fun.
Right. Luker, 8125. Nick, favorite Fast and Furious memory, Greg?
He put the proper punctuation in there. You chose to just not read it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite Fast and Furious memory? Oh, man. There's too many. Probably seeing Tokyo Drift and being like, whoa, wait a minute. Am I a fan of this series now? Did that just happen?
Yeah.
Greg, what about you?
I liked I like when Han realizes how into Gal Gadot he is.
Yeah.
Where they're sitting on the beach and she's like, don't send a man to do a woman's job. And she gets up and throws the thing off and he's like, he stops eating because he's been eating all that stuff.
God,
yeah, he always
Gal
eats.
Gadot, so good.
Oh yeah, and Peanut 0423 has the real one. We hungry. That's the best one, of course. Josh A. 3099. Greg, how long do you think Persona 5 will take you? Great question. I have a very busy next few weeks. It's going to take me a long time, but I'm going to keep working at it like it's my second job. I hope it'll be my console game. The real challenge will be when Mario Kart arrives, because I do love that Mario Kart. But we will see. We will see. Who knows? Who knows? Robert Ramirez 92 says, hey guys, if I send you guys a Kevin puppet, can you do a all puppet morning show?
Yes, please.
Yes, but I think you need to send us puppets of us too. Can't have Chad hosting all by himself.
If somebody sends me a good Kevin puppet, I will only use the puppet from now on.
Wow.
From then on.
So you want like full quality Muppet puppet?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's got to be good,
not just a sock.
not just the sock like the elephant.
Gotcha.
Like you can see that, right? The elephant's just a sock.
I mean, no, the elephant is like.
No, the elephant sucks.
Don't get me wrong. He's not. If we're talking about, give me my one. If we're talking about quality and stuff, clearly.
Hold on.
I got it. Clearly, I mean, there's a better quality here from the Think Geek puppet than this one from Kate and Levi, handmade in Canada.
Handmade in Canada.
I don't think it's that. I mean, they're both
hate it.
pretty good quality puppets.
No.
I think we're just partial to Chad the Piranha Plant because we like Mario.
No, he doesn't.
Mario 1, Mario 2. Mario, 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 Mario.
Jesus, that went deep. But that was about to
All right, looking for the final question here. Yeah, this isn't the final question. Ferdinand PR says, "Hey guys, will you do a watch along for Wednesday's Nintendo Direct?" No, we're scheduled to be recording a podcast then.
Man, this story is so crazy.
Another not final question. Bahat Mutt Prime. If Nick really wants to get mad about a terrible business, he should look into Uber instead of you guys crying about how it isn't in more cities. Hilarious to see you guys praise a terrible company while getting mad at another in the same episode. Again, we're looking for rideshare apps, and we're also aware Uber sucks.
Yeah, Uber. We appreciate Uber, but I don't think you've had enough experience with United, my friend. I just don't think that. We'll agree to disagree on this. Also, yes, we used Uber as an example in Vancouver. I don't care if it's Uber, Lyft, or whatever. They need other competition.
Rideshare app. That's what
because
I was
here's
saying,
the problem with these areas that don't have rideshare apps is that the cab companies reign supreme and they don't give a fuck about their customers. The thing is this: I don't like when I walk into a restaurant and wait staff treats me like I'm putting them out for being there, right? I don't like when I go on an airline and they treat me like I'm I'm a nuisance to them because I'm patronizing their service, right? This is it's a fundamentally bad thing to do as a business owner, to treat the people who are supporting you like shit. So, that happens for a number of reasons, but in Vancouver's position, as in Austin, Texas, a place like this, they just don't have any other legitimate competition. So there's no reason why they shouldn't treat their customers like shit because there's no other alternative. Competition breeds excellence. That's all I'm saying. When you don't have any competition, you don't have any excellence. And there certainly was a lack of excellence in Vancouver when it came to transportation. So clean up your act, Vancouver. Or these two idiots are never coming back to Canada.
Final question, also from Josh A3099. Greg, what did you think of Walking Dead Season 7? Tell you what, man, I never came back from this mid-season break. I've put it on a few times to watch while I eat and stuff, and it's just like, it never clicked for me. I need to get back. I need to figure it all out. I want to see the finale. But yeah, it didn't work for me. Where are you now with it? Because you were saying you just watched some of it with the wife. Walking Dead?
Walking Dead. I mean, I'm going to roll toward the end with it. It's not as compelling as I want it to be.
Yeah.
I think that there's just something that's not compelling to me about the Negan storyline. I feel like we've been there one too many times with Walking Dead already. I feel like I like the actors, but I think there's a general malaise that I have with Walking Dead. It's just been going on for so long. Same with Game of Thrones, where I'm like, still like it, but I just
don't love it.
I just want it to be over now.
Gotcha.
I just want to see whatever the end's going to be and move on to the next thing. What's that?
I feel like the last season of Game of Thrones was so good.
It
Season
is.
5 was what you were explaining, like what you're saying now.
No.
Where it
It's
was
all
kinda
great.
like,
I'm looking forward to it coming
Yeah.
back, but it's the same with, like, I just watched Homeland, and I'm like, this is a good show. I just don't know that I need to like, you can't watch a show forever. You know, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with saying, I love your show, please end it. You know, it's the same thing we all said with Lost. We were like, hey, Lost.
Oh, man.
It's time to end. We love your show. I just heard a great interview with Damon Lindelof. He's on The Business right now. And he's talking about, because he's basically trying to, I guess they're trying to end The Leftovers.
Yeah.
Leftovers? No. Is that what it's called?
That's a real show. I don't know if that's the show you're talking about.
I think, yeah, he does direct the show. Anyway, I didn't watch that show, but I guess it has a pretty hardcore audience. But he says we're running into the same, they're running into the same problem. There's nothing wrong with saying a show has run its course. That's the beauty of what we do. That's just inevitably going to happen. That's the ebb and flow of content creation. Ultimately, like, especially for a show that's that involved and you're that involved with the actual characters, at a certain point you're going to want to see some resolution and some closure to these storylines. And we know it's coming with Game of Thrones, but we don't know where it's at with Walking Dead.
Well, Walking Dead, I mean, the comic still goes, right? And that's the whole point,
Right.
is that, Kirkman said it wanted to be the zombie movie that never end.
Sure.
And that's
I
the
just
thing.
don't know if that works for mainstream audiences, right? I just don't know if that's going to be, like, they've already tried the spin-off series with Walking
Sure.
Dead, and I think they've had some mixed results on those, the online series, and then the
Sure.
other
Don't get me wrong.
Dead.
I think that what I loved about Walking Dead as a comic book when it started was it was never going to end. I'm like, that's great. That's cool. I'm interested to see where this goes. And comics are a different thing than TV. It's, me reading a comic takes me, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, to
Sure.
plow through, and I get it once a month, and I'm like, oh, cool, I get to check in these characters, and then back to my life. Whereas Walking Dead, the problem is like, I'm not super invested right now in what's happening. You know what I mean? Like I'm with you, and like I like Negan. I'm with you, and I'm not into this season.
Right.
But it's because I wish it was just more Negan. Just give me more Negan and what's happening.
Yeah,
and so when they branch off and it is like, here's Ezekiel and his tiger, I'm like, well, I already know the hook to Ezekiel. You know what I mean? Like, granted, this is the other part is I've read all this for the most part.
I honestly feel like the Negan storyline needed to be, I felt like it needed to be a little, like there needed to be some level of well-roundedness to Negan, but I feel like every time we see him, it's one note. He's just super fucking evil and throws dudes into fire and doesn't fucking care about anything. And after like 7 episodes of that, you're like,
that was my big concern.
Why is he doing all this? Show me the other side of this, of why he has to be this fucking terrible human being. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't want that negativity in my life.
No, 100%. That I understand that. That was my concern when they announced this. Is like, I love Negan in the comics, but Negan in the comics is a one-note thing his entire run, with the exception of where they're at right now with him. You know what I mean? Like, that's a ways away for the TV show.
But so that's the thing. We've already seen that with the governor. We've already seen that with, I guess the governor is the only other example of that in this. And that was a really cool storyline. And we actually got to see, what I liked about the governor was we got to see the reason why he was so draconian about, his approach to ruling people was because they were actually better off there than they were out in the wild. Whereas Negan is just a psychopath who wants control. And that's not compelling to me, right? You start looking about like the tribal warfare aspect is super cool, but I also just feel like, I don't know, I just want it to be tighter and I want it to be done, and I think maybe just for my own personal edification, I just need to be done with the show. But
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna keep going for forever.
I'm sure.
And it's one of those. I think people are gonna drop out, and I really think that, from what I understand I didn't watch the finale yet, but I mean I know the comics. From where that ends, this next season will probably be a season of war. And then at the next season finale, I bet that they do what happens at the end of that war, and everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And then you'll come back for the next season, if that makes sense.
Sure.
That'll be the one where people who've dropped out are be like, "No, things are drastically different now. Come check it out."
Maybe I'll check it out. I reserve the right to that. And again, I'm not saying I watched the episodes last night while I played Zelda. I enjoyed them. I'm still enjoying the show. It's just, I don't know. I'm just
see that, but I mean that's the point of where I think it's at for me too, where it's like, if I'm playing something on Switch or answering emails or whatever, have it on there going. Because then it's like, let's check in on what's Michonne doing. All right, great.
Yeah, but it just breaks my heart because that used to be
destination viewing.
Shut everything off.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Don't talk to me. We're watching The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Same with Game of Thrones. But I feel like, again, not to disparage either of these shows, they're fucking beautifully made shows. They're great. I felt the same way toward the end of Mad Men. I felt the same way toward, the end of Breaking Bad was fucking amazing. I just, it's time to walk away for a little bit and then maybe come back later, like you're talking about.
Let's check in with subs. For your name, you are a sub or a resub. We love and appreciate you. Remember, subbing supports the show, makes it happen, keeps Kevin employed, keeps Andy employed, doesn't keep Nick employed. If you have Twitch, or if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, you can sub there. You know the benefits. I won't do the whole ad thing for you. Clash Clay, Matt's playing, BH89, X Dreaded Live. It's lit. Glad to be a part of the best community ever, period. Thank you. Clark Stirs, Tomahawk 84. Mayor of Beertown, Slappy Badger, Hard at Work Matt. Yay, check out the tagline for my new show, Hard at Work, over on Podbean. It's the show where we talk about what we talk about at work to distract us from work. Recorded at work. Keep up the good work, guys. Damn, that's a lot of work in there, but I like it. Hard at Work Matt. XX Dude, XX05, Lone Wolf Paradox, Forget Corey. Who wins in a fight, Brad Pitt or Ed Norton? Or does it matter because they can't talk about it? I would think Brad Pitt wins.
I think it's just a Fight Club reference.
I know it is. I'm just saying. I think it's King Infinite, Vermilion Squad. Hey guys, it's been some time since I caught a live stream. Been super busy with work and school for the past few weeks. Keep up the good work. We will. Thanks for coming back. Seatbelt Hands, Pixel Brave. What up? Pixel Brave, love your videos. Sir Sonic, just got back from 2.5 weeks in Japan, but I've been seeing the Instagram posts. What the fuck have I been missing? Insanity, Andy Cortez,
Chaos,
Kevin in a green screen suit.
a lot of Chipotle.
The Voice 1, Foban, Goblin's Game, Prof Pone 91. I'm about to go on my first ever prearranged date and it just dawned on me. What the fuck do I do? P.S. Long live, P.S. I love you, XOXO. Be yourself. Be effervescent, be engaging, listen, have a good conversation. S. Dunny, Kate Hella Hype, Mick Levin. Probably Chuck. Brody the Bear. Bud Golf 2315. Simon M386. Original 2K. 4 months away from the 2-year dream. Thank you for being here so long. Murphy J11. Woot! Wookson. 5 months and still counting. Love you guys for all you do. Shout out to the best friends out there. No, shout out to you, sir. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. X-Joker 44. I'm still a young sub, but happy to be here. Thank you for being here on your 2-month anniversary. Digital Main. Greg, you look wonderful today. Portillo Sexy Greg. Friendly Erection. Listening to Led Zeppelin in the Thor trailer got me riled this morning, and then Nick got all up in arms, and now I'm gonna be walking funny the rest of the day. Friendly Erection.
Damn. Did I get that up in arms? Was I crazy?
Yeah.
Did I black out?
You were
for a
mad.
second?
You were mad at United.
All worked up.
WizDog C. Can you think of any games between now and August besides Injustice and Prey? I guess that's good backlog time. Yeah. Prey's the big one for me. Mario Kart, of course. We just did this topic over on the Gamescast, games between now and E3. There's more than you think, but those are the big ones I'm thinking of. Is the NG? Sunny Kid 321. Here's your Prime sub money. Thank you. Take Amazon's money. They took it from you. Corey in HD. G. Lee accepted. 6 months. Grandma Miller would have caught the raccoon by now. You know she would have. Zach J3 Shinobi 0078. DEO. Oh no, D.E. Oakley, 373. Ghost Deanie 85. Eddie Nephew. Griswold, 19 months, halfway through Insomniac's Spider-Man development cycle. Am I right? Smiley emoticon. You're probably right. It's very sad. M. Dyer 91. The Midnight Kid. Thanks for all the content, guys. You got my daughter to calm down and eat her baby food, but Greg yelling at Kevin woke her up. The only way she'd go back to sleep is bongos. Please, Kevin.
Yeah.
Can't be done.
D Danger 10. Krazik 8812. J Free 26. The Prime 69. Jerben 127. Benjamin Tart. Justin T. Mars. Y'all excited about Friday? Episode 8 trailer, baby. I'll be sleeping on a convention center hard floor to see the panel. Smiley emoticon. That's it. No more subs. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all of your support. Remember, the Kind of Funny Morning Show is here every day, 11 a.m. on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. I'll run you through the nerdy news you need to know about with the nudies if you want them.
We like to party.
We like to party. We like to party. You can get it on youtube.com/kindoffunny or podcast services around the globe afterwards. You can give us money if you want to. If you can't give us any money, it's no big deal. Don't worry. We'll be here for you. We love you very much. Nick, thank you for kind of working with me today.
Well,
you're already up in your fucking emails.
I'm just checking some stuff out. I'm trying to figure out this UFC thing.
Jesus. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.
Bye.